Hey guys, assalamu alaikum, it's Jenna G. Welcome back to my channel. This is the final video for this week's schedule where we have been using chow chow in different dishes. With the holiday season here, I thought why not show you guys some different dishes in which you can put together or include chow chow for some extra flavor. So in today's video, I'm going to be doing a baked chicken and vegetable pie. Really simple pie, but we included the chow chow, capers, and some olives in there. And we have some cute stars on top of it just for a more festive look and feel. So chow chow is similar to a relish and it is quite popular during the holiday season in Trinidad and Tobago. So just in case you missed the previous videos where I explained chow chow, I will post a link down below so you guys could go check that out to find out exactly how it's made. So this particular dish is pretty simple. It's basically pie or pie dough that I used when I'm making baked chicken pies. I have a video on that up. And I'm just filling it with some chicken and some vegetables. Some cheese goes in there and of course that chow chow. So let's start off by talking about the dough. So this dough is pretty straightforward to make. Checking back to one of my earlier videos where I did that baked chicken pies. It's the same dough that we're using. You add in your flour, your shortening, and some butter or margarine, pinch of salt, put it into the food processor, and you're just going to crumble it up. You want chunks. You don't necessarily need the butter and the shortening to be all fine or totally crushed up. Don't mind seeing some chunks in it. Then you're going to add some cold water to it and just put it together into a dough. It does not need to be smooth. You don't need to knead it either. If you don't have a food processor, you can just simply add the flour, shortening, butter or margarine and your salt to a bowl and use your fingers, break it up there, get it nicely incorporated, add your cold water and you got yourself your dough. So usually this dough is put into the fridge and allowed to chill for a little while before actually using it. So while that's in the fridge chilling, we can work on the filling for the pie. So the filling is just basically chicken breast that I have already cut up. I'm using all the vegetables that I could find in my fridge. Of course, you can use any vegetables that you like. I'm actually a huge fan of onions. So on almost every single thing that I'm making, I must include onions. And I also love mushrooms as well. Now the type of mushrooms, there are different types. You can use the button mushrooms, the portobello mushrooms, whatever fresh mushrooms you get, you can use it. Just in case you're wondering how to go about cleaning the mushrooms before use, well, you simply take a damp paper towel or napkin and you just gently wipe off any excess dirt on it. The full list of ingredients will be posted on my website so you can just get a little reference in terms of how much vegetable to chicken will actually fit into this pie. So I'm starting off by cooking the chicken in some olive oil. The chicken was seasoned with a little paprika and all-purpose seasoning as well. I'm also going to be adding the vegetables. Now both the chicken and vegetables were cut fairly small so they won't take too long to cook. To the pot or the pan, I'm also going to be adding the tomato paste and the chow chow, followed by some all-purpose seasoning. Now remember, we added some to the chicken, but you want to taste and adjust so that the vegetables get some salt factor in it as well. So once they're finished cooking, will take just a couple of minutes. I'm going to be adding the cheese to it. I'm using cheddar cheese, but you can use any type of cheese and any quantity of cheese that you like. I'm going to mix this up, set this aside, and now let's work on that pie dough. So I'm removing it from the fridge. I'm going to roll it out to my preferred thickness. Now remember, if you want or enjoy pie with a lot of the dough, you can roll it out fairly thick. If you don't like it on the thick side, make sure roll it out pretty thin. So once I have it rolled out nicely there, I'm just going to properly line my greased dish with the dough. Now it can be tricky, but just play around with it. Try not to let any holes be in it, like try not to puncture it in any way. And once you have it all lined up properly, you can use a knife or a scissors to remove the excess edges or excess dough from around it. Once you have that done, you're just going to empty your chicken and vegetable filling into the dish. Once you've done that, you're going to then take a cookie cutter, any shape that you want actually. This is one of the fun things about this pie. You don't have to use the stars, you can use any shape that you actually have at your home. You can put it together and make the pies festive. So this is one of those pies where if you have a friend or family lunch or dinner to go to, just holiday season and you need something to take or something, you could just whip up this really quickly and you can take it across pretty nice and a good festive holiday dish. So I'm just going to be coating this with some milk, or you can use egg wash of course. Pop this into the oven, 375 degrees for about 35 minutes or so, 30 to 35 minutes. And once it's out of the oven, this is what it looks like. So that milk or the egg wash coating helps to give that nice brownish color on top. Of course, you can actually eliminate it. You don't need the egg wash and you actually don't need to put the milk on it, but it just helps to give a nice brown color. Ideally, this was supposed to be mini chicken and vegetable pies, but husband was like, no, why not do it a full one? And the idea behind it was you can actually take it to somebody's home or for lunch or for dinner if you get invited to go by somebody. But you can also do the mini ones too. So it's sort of similar to my mini apple pies that I would have done. You're basically going to follow the same steps. You use your cupcake tray. You use your cookie cutter, cut out the dough into the smaller size, put it into the cupcake holder, each one, fill it, and then you could cover it. So the stars actually would look pretty cute, like you could put one star in each of those cupcake holders. It would look really nice, but I didn't go along that way. I just did this one, but you can experiment and do it in that way as well. Why not? So that brings us to the end of this lineup. We used chow chow in that festive chicken and shrimp linguine that I did. We also included some chow chow and some stuffed baked potatoes, and now we're making this pie with chow chow in it. So I hope you guys enjoyed all of those. Add these dishes to your holiday menu lineup that you have coming up in a few weeks, of course. Sure, people will actually appreciate it. I hope you guys really try them out. Send me pictures when you do, of course. Thanks as always for watching, guys. If you did enjoy the big video, give it a big thumbs up, of course, and don't forget to share it with all your friends and your family. Hope you guys enjoyed this lineup. I'll see you guys in my next video.